Long ago, in a monastery far from the chaos of the world, lived a monk named Kiran. He was known not for his words, but for his profound silence. Many traveled from distant lands, hoping to hear his wisdom, only to leave perplexed by his quiet demeanor. One day, a wealthy merchant arrived, troubled and desperate for answers. The merchant, Rajat, had lost everything in a storm. A fleet of ships carrying his wealth sank into the ocean. Overwhelmed by a despair, he sought the monk's guidance. Rajat bowed before Kiran and poured out his sorrows. "Master, I am ruined," he cried. "The storm has taken everything. How can I go on? How can I find peace again?" Kiran, as always, said nothing. Instead, he gestured for Rajat to follow him. Kiran pointed to the horizon. "Another storm approaches," he said quietly, his first words in days. Rajat's heart sank. "What are you trying to teach me, Master? That more suffering is inevitable?" The monk smiled faintly. "Stand here and face the storm." The storm raged around them, but Kiran remained calm. When it finally passed, Rajat was drenched, exhausted, and trembling. Yet he noticed the monk standing there, untouched by the chaos. Kiran turned to Rajat. "You see, storms will always come, both in the sky and in life. You cannot stop them, nor can you control their path. But you can choose how you face them. Resist, and the storm will tear you apart. Accept, and it will pass through you, leaving you unharmed." Rajat stared at the monk, realization dawning upon him. For the first time in days, his heart felt light. He understood that his suffering came not from the storm itself, but from his resistance to it. From that day on, Rajat rebuilt his life with resilience and acceptance. And though storms still came, he no longer feared them. The silent monk had taught him that peace is not the absence of storms. It is the strength to stand still in their midst. Life will bring storms, no matter how hard we try to avoid them. The lesson is simple. Let them come, let them pass. The strongest among us are not those who fight the wind, but those who let it flow around them.